it's possible, I think, but it's people again. The question is, why would we not know about them? How would they hide, and why would they hide?
That's a great question. And also, if this did happen, wouldn't there be very numerous skeletal remains? Wouldn't there be some record of them being there?
Well, are we even looking for that? I know a lot of people are.
Some
but
people look for that, and some people find it.
How would you even find it if they were in extremely remote areas?
Some people bury it and then call Art Bell.
You're talking about the 2001 Art Bell interview on Coast to Coast.
I didn't realize you had an encyclopedic memory for every episode of Art Bell, so I'm
Well, that's a really
learning
famous
things.
one. It was Robert and Bugs.
Jesus Christ, you have names. Well, let me, how about I tell you what I remember, and then you tell me what you remember about the story, and you can make corrections to my story. Since, like you said, I'm holding the speaking horn in the TP. And you're going to let it roll, baby roll. So this, I don't want to say redneck, but this redneck was in the woods of Texas, and his claim was that he came across actual Bigfoot. Like, he didn't say Texas swamp ape, he described them as being Bigfoot. And he was freaked out, so he kills one of them, and then after he's killed one of these poor creatures, he comes to the realization that, oh, the other one was a female, and that was this thing's wife. So in his backwoods logic, he comes to the conclusion that this is so sad, I need to kill the female too, so she doesn't have to live a life of grief without her male Bigfoot counterpart. So he ices her, and then he proceeds to give them a very nice burial. I guess the best burial he can put together, with he marks their graves with like a pack of cigarettes and just whatever's in his truck. And beyond that, he makes the call to Art Bell. Obviously, he doesn't call the police. You call Art Bell when something like that. When something like that has happened, and you give old Art, Uncle Art, the rundown, and that's how I remember it.
Well,
is that completely wrong?
No, I that's basically what happened. He and Robert, Bob, and Bugs, they were out with two friends, Bird Dog and Jim.
Okay, so there wasn't just one guy, because it
it
lives in my
dudes.
memory as just being this dude.
No, it was 4 dudes, and they were out hunting, and they killed 2 Bigfoot. I don't remember all the details, but they ended up burying them. They thought, like the Patterson film.
So this huge passion.
They thought it was a woman because of the boobs.
This huge passion play of morality and moral choices did not actually happen.
It might have. I don't know.
Do you know where the story wears really thin for me? That not that they encountered these creatures, that they said were not only able to carry out their execution, but they were able to give them burials, and then call old Uncle Art. And you know how long it takes to get to Art when you call in, because there are a lot of different lines on the Art Bell show. There's the time travel line, there's the vampire line,
the wild card line,
and they give priority to, for example, the time traveler line before the Bigfoot line.
And
because if
it's
someone
that night,
they
have special nights.
If someone has a message from the future, you need to get those people on the air stat, so they have priority over the Bigfoot people.
Well, they have to vet a lot of people too.
Okay, here's why this stresses out the probability of the story that they were able to do all of these things. We've had family pets die, and we know what it's like to dig a very small hole in the yard. These people are saying, okay, if this is like a shack-sized creature, and there were 2 of them, you dug 2 shack-sized holes and filled them in after executing these creatures, and then were able to call Art Bell and tell them about it, all in the space of a day.
I don't think they did it in the same
No, boy,
day.
You didn't. It didn't happen.
That's a good point. That would be a really big hole to dig. But it was 4 guys.
2 big holes.
And they were all hunters. So
unless they did like
I'd like to think they're somewhat physically fit.
A Serbian-style mass grave and just kick them in like Mozart at the end of Amadeus.
Or maybe they set them on
story.
Fire, supernatural style, just in case.
Jesus.
Just to be sure.
That's how we should have started this discussion. I should have just gone, no. Just get to how we kill it.
Okay, well, there's an interesting thing. Ever since the Patterson-Gimlin film
And was
in
that
1967...
Were those swamp apes, or were they Bigfoot on vacation in Texas? Never mind.
Well, ever since that film...
No one would go on vacation in Texas, not even Bigfoot.
No.
You go to Las Vegas or Colorado or someplace nice.
A lot of people like the Riverwalk.
Represent Texas. We love you.
Anyway.
Biggest thing in the universe.
Ever since the Patterson film in 1967, I believe it's been illegal to hunt and kill Bigfoot in the state of Washington, Oregon, and Canada.
They actually passed legislation that names the Bigfoot.
Well, I think they had a lot of people, looking for big hairy men.
Did they just write in the small print, don't kill anything interesting?
I don't know. But I know that there is
So George Mirasan is safe.
I think it's up to a year in jail and a $1,000 fine for trying to hunt or kill a Bigfoot.
I think a lot of these guys would think that was worth it.
Well, in Texas, it's completely illegal to hunt and kill Bigfoot.
Well, I think you need a hunting license. I think
it's classified as a non-protected species.
I'm no Ted Nugent, so I can't drop big knowledge about hunting in Texas, but I think hunting altogether in Texas is very tightly regulated.
Mm-hmm. But Bigfoot is not a protected species, according to the, Fish and Wildlife. So if you want to kill Bigfoot, have at it.
So maybe very rich men are bringing them to Texas, like Jeffrey Jones brought.
This is interesting.
Jeffrey Jones brought John Leguizamo to the island in the past so that he could hunt him. Maybe rich men are doing this with Bigfoot.
Wait, rich men? We're talking about like the Bushes, like people who have like real money.
Okay, hold for edit.
Really, really rich men, like Texas oil men or something. Are collecting Bigfoot.
It's possible, but...
Or breeding Bigfoot. What, at Area 51 they're breeding Bigfoot and bringing them to Texas for hunters to hunt.
Well, I think Bigfoot is safe from most of those guys because their imagination...
Who taxidermies Bigfoot?
Their imagination, I think, never gets beyond, I'm going to be flown to Africa and I'm going to shoot an elephant that's not going to be a moving target. It's going to be very easy, and then I'll have it brought back to my McMansion in Texas.
I wonder if it's just Bigfoot can't be easy to hunt. Is that sort of like a Jean-Claude Van Damme situation?
It's funny
Hard
you mentioned
target.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, because you're right. That was like The Pest, another film where I think an elite, rich class of people hunted humans for sport. So we both... brought the same gift to the party. I brought John Leguizamo. You brought Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think mine was better.
I'm very ashamed of my gift. Sorry, John.
Okay, but